Brickser Vision, hello everybody, and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the Reflex skin and what happened to the Reflex skin. It has not been seen in the item shop in 1,679 days. Last seen March 4th, 2019, guys. That is over 4 years ago. So what happened to the skin and why hasn't it returned? So the Reflex skin was actually an exclusive skin. Back in November of 2018, this green Reflex skin was actually an exclusive to the GeForce bundle. So basically all you had to do was go onto the Nvidia website and purchase a graphics card for a PC, and you were able to get a code to put in and get this outfit. The issue was a lot of these graphics cards for the Reflex skin were very, very expensive. Hundreds and hundreds of dollars to obtain this graphics card to get this skin. Now, obviously, why would somebody buy a graphics card just to get a skin? I mean, most people, if you're on console, you are not going to spend $300, $400, $500 on a graphics card to get a code for a skin if you can't even use the graphics card. It's pretty pointless. So a lot of people did not do that. There were codes floating around, and I was actually lucky to get a code from iTalk. So shout out to him. He gave me a code, which is awesome. I'm so happy to have it. This green Reflex skin from Nvidia was exclusive. This was actually never supposed to come to the item shop. It was only obtainable to those who bought a graphics card and had a code and put their code into Fortnite, and they were able to get the Reflex skin. Now, this went on from all the way from November of 2018 all the way up until March 3rd. So March 2nd, 2019 was the last day. And then March 3rd of 2019, Epic Games and Fortnite decided to put the Reflex in the item shop with the entire set. So I'm talking the Reflex skin. I'm talking the harvesting tool that actually comes with him was in the shop as well, and it's called Angular Axe. That was in the item shop. And the Pivot Glider was in the item shop as well. And all of these items were in the shop mainly because the Instinct skin, which is the female version of the Reflex, was never released. And everybody was wondering back then, how are they going to sell Instinct? How will they sell Instinct? Because it would only make sense to put Instinct in the featured shop with Reflex and the rest of the set. So how were they going to do it? What they ended up doing was screwing over everyone. They put the Reflex skin into the shop with Instincts and with the entire counter attack set. Now this angered the Fortnite community so much, because imagine you pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a graphics card and you get an exclusive skin from a code. You put the code in, you get the Reflex skin, and then they drop it in the item shop for 1,200 V-Bucks. That would anger a lot of people, and Epic Games saw how much frustration the community got into and how much of a stick that everyone got just really upset and annoyed, and how they were saying, this is not right, you should not have done that. So Epic Games took it out of the shop after only being in the shop for March 3rd and March 4th of 2019. It never, ever, ever came back. Now, before I go into this, I want to let you know the Angular Axe, which is the Reflex pickaxe, that comes back all the time. It was last in the shop August 11th of 2023. It has come back over 10 times since the initial release. So this pickaxe actually comes out very, very often. The Pivot Glider only came back once, and this was December 26, 2022. So almost 300 days ago now. But the Reflex skin has not come back. Also, the Instinct skin, which is the female version, always comes back to the shop, and anyone and everyone can get the Instinct skin. I'm pretty sure it even comes in the daily sometimes, but the Reflex skin hasn't come back. Now, after the outburst of the community of people saying, wow, like, what's going on? This is terrible. I can't believe you guys are putting an exclusive, like, $300, $400, $500 skin into the item shop. Epic Games actually gave every single person who put a code into their game from a graphics card a Stealth Reflex variant, which was a completely new skin. It was not an edit style, and it was a whole separate skin. It was a fully black and red Reflex. Same skin, same everything, just different colors to show that you legitimately redeemed a code from a graphics card to get the Reflex. So now, the green Reflex is no longer exclusive. Obviously, the green Reflex can and should have came back to the shop because the Stealth Reflex exists. And because the Stealth Reflex exists, the green Reflex should be fair game. It should be allowed to come back to the shop because the exclusivity was completely ruined. It was put in the shop, and because of them putting it in the shop in 2019, they created the Stealth version of it for all the exclusive owners. But a few years ago, Mr. Fresh actually, he tried putting the Reflex skin into the item shop with his locker bundle, and he got denied from Nvidia. Nvidia said no. Nvidia said you are not allowed to bring that skin back, and it is not permitted to be back in the item shop. So it is a really unfortunate situation that the entire set has come back to the shop except for the Reflex skin. It's not right. It's super unfortunate for people who just missed out on the skin and want the skin. It's very, very unfortunate. If you did redeem a code, you got the green Reflex and the entire set, and you got the red and black Reflex and the entire set. Now, this skin is actually, the Stealth Reflex is actually no longer available. You can't get it anymore. It's completely gone. The codes are expired. They don't even exist anymore. You can't get this skin anymore. The only way that anyone can get Reflex in 2023 is if the green version comes back to the shop, and I don't see that ever happening. So what happened to Reflex and what happened to the counterattack set? What happened to this entire set? Well, actually, really, what only happened to Reflex? Because the rest of the set comes back. Reflex was not supposed to be in the shop. They messed up and they refused to bring the skin back. The skin can come back. The green Reflex can come back. It's an item shop skin now. It's actually not an exclusive at all. An exclusive would be the Stealth variant, the black and red variant. That's the exclusive version. This is still and always will be an item shop skin. It doesn't matter if it doesn't come back for 5 years, 10 years. It doesn't matter. The green Reflex is an item shop skin. Even though Nvidia is denying access to bring the skin to the shop, it's still and always will be an item shop skin. It's just very unfortunate because of the drama that happened and that Epic Games shouldn't have put it in the shop. And since they did, I'm guessing they feel like, you know what? Like, I guess Nvidia is just like either one of two things. Nvidia doesn't know that the black and red version exists, which I don't believe that. I think they do know. I think the second part is it shouldn't have been in the shop, and Nvidia says, you know what? This skin was supposed to be exclusive, even though the black and red version exists. This green variant, we never wanted this skin in the shop in the first place, so we are not permitting anybody to bring this skin back because we ourselves don't want this in the shop. It wasn't supposed to be in the shop, and it never will come back to the shop. So that's my take on Reflex. It's very unfortunate. It's been almost 5 years, guys. In March, it will be 5 years that this skin has not been back in the shop. And it's just super unfortunate because there's a lot of people who want the Reflex skin. But what I would say is wait for the Instinct, get the pickaxe. It's literally the exact same thing. It's just Reflex is the male version. He's a little bit wider, a little bit bigger, and a little bit more like he's just like a little bit bigger because, you know, he's a guy skin. But that's the only difference. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. And you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're awesome. And don't forget to smile because you're wonderful people. Have a wonderful day, guys. Brickservision out.